टेली स्कूल तालीम घर घर।
Ah, Baji, I've either forgotten how to read or there's something wrong with my eyes.
What do you mean?
Listen to this. I just don't understand it. I wonder if cats can speak. One day my cat growled at me until I got off the bed. It climbed onto the bed and went to sleep. Yes, I think they can speak and I should learn their language.
Stop! What is that noise? I see the problem. No punctuation. This will make so much more sense with some full stops.
With what? What is punctuation?
Let me show you. By adding a few marks here, here, and here, and here. Listen. I wonder if cats can speak. One day, my cat growled at me until I got off the bed. It climbed onto my bed and went to sleep. Yes, I think they can speak, and I should learn their language.
How did you do that?
A full stop or a period is a visual mark that tells you when a sentence is complete. It tells you, when reading, to pause and take a breath. That's how you end a sentence.
Those little dots make all the difference, don't they?
Wait, there's more. You can end sentences in more than one way.
Is that a question mark? Why would you use that?
Any sentence that asks a question ends in a question mark. These are mostly sentences that start with these words: what, where, why, how, when, will, and who. If you want to show excitement or fear, or anger or happiness, or any extreme emotion, then you end your sentence with an exclamation mark. There is also a great clue to show you when a sentence starts. To start a new sentence, always capitalize the first letter. To end a sentence, add a full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark, depending upon what you're saying. If you're asking a question, end the sentence with the question mark. If it's a sentence that is dramatic and expresses high emotion, end with an exclamation mark. All other sentences end with a full stop. There. Does this make more sense to you now?
Much more. Phew. I really thought I had forgotten how to read.
Do you want to try it yourself?
I get it now. Capitalize the first letter to mark the beginning of a sentence. Show the end of a sentence by adding a full stop. If the sentence is a direct question, replace the full stop with a question mark. If the sentence expresses a lot of feeling, use an exclamation mark instead. So easy.
मिलते हैं एक छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद। चलें अब चलते हैं वापस अपने लेसन की तरफ।
Why do you look so serious, Asif?
I'm trying to make a sentence using the word amazed. But when I put in my sentence, the computer keeps saying it's incomplete. What do you think is wrong?
What's your sentence?
The amazed little child.
But Asif, that's not a complete sentence. It's just a phrase.
How can you tell?
A sentence is a combination of words that express a complete thought. It consists of a subject and a verb. You know what the subject of a sentence is, right, Asif?
Yes, the subject is whatever or whoever a sentence is about. We can say that the subject is the person or thing performing the action in a sentence.
Exactly. And the verb is the action that the subject is doing.
Doesn't a sentence also have an object?
A subject and a verb are mandatory. The object is optional. Give me a sentence.
The cat climbed up the tree.
Now, the subject in this sentence is the cat. The verb and the object together are also known as the predicate. What is the predicate of this sentence then?
The part that describes what the cat did. So, climbed up the tree would be the predicate, where climbed is the verb and the tree is the object.
Now that you know what a sentence is, the amazed little child,
Is not a sentence. There's no verb or object.
it's a phrase. A phrase is a group of related words that do not contain a subject or a verb or an object. Clauses and phrases are both parts of a sentence.
There are more parts?
Don't worry, it is very simple. Let me tell you about clauses first, since we've covered sentences. A clause is a group of words that has both a subject and a predicate. A clause can be a complete sentence, or it can be part of a sentence.
I'm not sure I understand.
Look at this sentence. Aisha brushed her hair before going to bed. Is this a sentence?
Yes, it has both a subject, which is Aisha, and a predicate, which is what she did.
But look at this part of the same sentence. Aisha brushed her hair.
This has a subject and a predicate too.
Yes, this part of the sentence is a clause because it has both a subject and a verb. This is a clause within a sentence.
How interesting.
Now look at the rest of the sentence. This part of it cannot be a complete sentence.
Before going to bed, you're right. It doesn't tell me anything.
This is also a clause, but it's a dependent clause.
So, in our sentence, the second part is a dependent clause and the first is just a clause.
The first part is an independent clause. It can be a complete sentence by itself.
Wait, I need more examples. How about standing on the pier, she watched the boats sail by?
Standing on the pier is a dependent clause. It's an incomplete thought that cannot be used alone. It needs to be completed to make sense.
So that means she watched the boat sail by is an independent clause?
Right. It can be used by itself.
Can you have two independent clauses in a sentence? Or two dependent clauses?
This isn't math. Two dependent clauses don't make a sentence. Two independent clauses in one sentence are usually connected by a conjunction. For example, I want to buy a phone, but I don't have enough money.
I see. Both clauses can be full sentences as well, and they can be combined into one sentence.
You only use a conjunction when you have two independent clauses. You don't need the conjunction when a sentence has one dependent and one independent clause.
Is a dependent clause also a phrase?
Nope. A clause must have a verb. A phrase does not need to have one.
That's a lot to take in.
Well, it's really just a matter of knowing what a complete sentence is.
Hmm. A complete sentence has a subject and a predicate. A clause also has a subject and a verb. There are two types of clauses, however, dependent and independent clauses. Dependent clauses are incomplete thoughts that cannot stand on their own. Independent clauses are complete sentences that can stand on their own or be part of a sentence.
A sentence can be made of one clause.
But you can also create sentences out of two or three clauses. And a phrase is a group of words that don't need to have a subject or a verb.
There you have it, phrases, clauses, and sentences, all neatly explained. I'm a natural teacher.
Try telling that to the computer. It still won't accept my sentences.
मिलते हैं एक छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद। चलें अब चलते हैं वापस अपने लेसन की तरफ।
Yay, we won the match. Who won the match? Pakistan won the cricket match against India. Our boys in green are the best.
What are you doing, Sarah?
I'm writing a dialogue between two friends who are discussing Pakistan's victory in a cricket match.
Why are you ending all these sentences with full stops?
What do you mean, Appa? Don't we always end a sentence with a full stop?
Of course not. Each sentence is different. We cannot end all sentences with full stops.
Huh? Abbu, I think Appa has forgotten her grammar.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Sarah, but Mariam is right.
Now I'm really confused.
Nothing to be confused about. You know that a sentence has a subject and a verb and expresses a complete thought.
Yes.
Not all sentences are the same. You may want to tell someone a simple fact or ask them a question.
Or you may want to direct or request them to do something. Sometimes you can be so overcome by emotions that you may want to openly express your feelings.
So, depending on your purpose, you can use 4 types of sentences to explain all these thoughts.
What are they called?
They are declarative sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences.
You know what, Sarah? You used all these different kinds of sentences in your dialogue. You just didn't punctuate some of them correctly.
Really?
Remember when you said Pakistan won the cricket match against India?
Yes.
That was a declarative sentence.
What exactly is a declarative sentence?
A declarative sentence states a fact or expresses an opinion. For example, the grass is green. I think it will rain today. A declarative sentence ends with a period.
Sarah, can you think of any examples?
How about a rainbow has 7 beautiful colors?
Good girl. Let's move on to imperative sentences.
What are they?
Remember this morning when Ammi told you to clean your room? Well, that's an imperative sentence. Imperative sentences give commands or make requests. They are used when you want to tell or ask someone to do something. For example, tell the truth, be quiet, please shut the door. Also, remember that in imperative sentences, we often use the verb at the beginning of a sentence. Imperative sentences can end with a period or an exclamation mark, depending on how forcefully you say the sentence.
Sarah, which of the examples is a command or a request?
That's simple, Abbu. The first 2 sentences are commands, while the third one is a request.
Excellent. Do you have any idea about interrogative sentences?
Are they used for questions?
Absolutely. As the name suggests, interrogative sentences are questions. Most interrogative sentences start with a questioning word, such as who, what, where, when, how, why, do, are, or can. All interrogative sentences end with a question mark.
I see. So, what's the fourth type of sentence?
Remember your sentence, "Yay, we won the match"?
Yes.
Well, you used an exclamatory sentence to convey a powerful feeling of excitement at the Pakistan cricket team's victory. Exclamatory sentences express emotions such as surprise, happiness, excitement, anger, sorrow, frustration, fear, and appreciation. For example, "Hurrah! We won the race! You scared me!" Notice that these sentences all end with an exclamation mark.
Thanks, Appa. It all seems so easy now.
Sarah, let's practice by identifying the types of sentences. You can help Sarah decide whether these sentences are declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory.
What a wonderful performance, Sarah. You make us proud.
Thanks, Abu and Appa. I have no idea why I was so confused about types of sentences in the first place.